Hi, we're back. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going where we left off. I don't know why Facebook just crashes on me like that. Maybe I need some tips here on how to do it better. Okay, so we're with the left leg forward still. The right leg is back. That right arm is coming back onto the back leg, and then the left arm, elbow is bent, thumb to the back of the head. Reaching up with the elbow on that left side. Breathe deep. Pull both shoulders back here. Lift that left arm. Release that right arm too, and you're windmilling, and you're going to plant that right hand to the floor. Lift the right knee up off the floor. Lift the left arm to the ceiling. Reach up. So you want to squeeze that right leg. Reach through the right heel. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, left hand to the floor, and then come back into plank pose. You can do the 3 or 4-legged plank pose by the weight. We're going to do a slow lower here. So we're going to lower in 3, in 2, 1. Lift into up dog or cobra. Hold for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then come back into downward facing dog. Breathe. All right, step the right foot forward, left knee to the floor. Reach up to the ceiling again with your arms. Open to the left. Take your right arm forward, your left arm back. Reaching, reaching, reaching. Take the left arm back into the back leg. And so you can continue just kind of looking over your left shoulder if you feel like you're out of balance here. But if you feel comfortable, then go ahead and look up at the ceiling, look up at your hand. Bend into your right arm this time, bend the right elbow. Place the thumb on the back of the head. You're just kind of pressing your thumb to your head and your head into your thumb to kind of leverage that shoulder and your elbow up. Kind of like a little head rest behind you. Opening the shoulder. And as you're doing this, you're also sinking through the hips. Breathing. Another deep breath in. And then you're releasing your right arm. And then you release your left arm, doing a windmill. Plant the left hand to the floor. Lift your left knee up off the floor and reach your right arm to the ceiling. Squeeze your right leg, left leg back. Breathing deep. Holding one more breath. And then release the hand down. Come back into plank pose again. Okay, so now we're going to work a little bit more on the strength in the shoulders. So we're going to lower for 3, 2, for 1, and then start to come up for 3, 2, 1. You should be up into high plank, arms straight. Lower for 3, 2, 1, and press up. 3, 2, 1. Back up into high plank. One more time. Your knees can come to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and then up into up dog or cobra. I'm holding 3, 2, 1, and then come back into downward facing dog. Ooh, breathe it out. Shake it out, walk it out. 3 more breaths. All right, look forward, step or hop up to the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale and fold, and then bring your big toes to touch again. Drop back into chair and stretch your arms up. Bring your hands to your heart this time. Twisting, we're gonna twist over to the right side. Take your left elbow on your right knee. Check, make sure your knees and shins are together. And then try to pull your right shoulder back to the left. Try to pull your heart or center of your chest to your thumb. One more breath, inhale, exhale, and then just release, fold, lift the hips, shake it out, deep breath in and out, same position here, back into chair, reach, hands to heart, inhale, exhale, twist. So press down, elbow into the knee, pull back to that left shoulder's pulling to the right. All right, let that go. Shake it out. Back to the top of the mat. Inhale and halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale and rise. Reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Step right foot back. Drop right knee to the floor. Arms reaching up. Hands to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow on the left knee. So prayer twist, lunge prayer twist. You can lift that back knee up off the floor to challenge your balance. You can open your arms if you have the mobility in your upper spine. But if that feels like it's way too much, or you feel like you just pulled something, try not to do that. Come back to center. This could be the modified pose as well. So you're not leaning forward as much, you're not getting as much abdominal twisting, but it's enough so you're just pressing a little bit into your leg to leverage yourself into the twist over to the left, right? So you just want to think of the rotation of your rib cage going to the left, okay? And this could be the modified. Okay, so we're gonna let that go, bring hands to the floor, and then we're gonna take that right leg, that left leg, way up into the air here. Hold that, three-legged down dog. All right, so we're gonna take it over to wild thing. So we're gonna take the left leg over top of the right leg, and the right leg is gonna remain straight, and the left knee is just going to stay bent, and you're gonna push into your left foot there to pop your top hip up. Okay, and if you feel like you want to modify from there and go to advance, then you're going into the rock star position where your feet are together, one arm bow position up, pressing your hips up, squeeze your glutes, come back around, back to plank pose, lower through chaturanga, up dog cobra, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Right away, other side here. Right foot's gonna step, left knee to the floor, arms reach up, hands to heart. Inhale, exhale, twist to your right. Press down into your elbow. So again, modified, go high lunge, go modified, high lunge. Open arms. You can bind as well. So there's top arm goes around the back. That requires a lot of shoulder mobility. I'm not warmed up for that one just yet. So that's another thing too, is if some days you will be able to get binds, other times maybe your body just won't go into them because you were not warmed up enough. So you don't ever want to push through something just because you've done it before once. Always get to listen to your body. So we're going to release from that. Bring the hands to the floor. Take it back into three-leg down dog and just stretch that leg out. Deep breath and then flow into wild thing. So the right leg's going to go over the left leg. Left leg's going to remain straight, and then wild thing, you're pressing into your right foot to kind of pop up that hip, or pressing into both hips or both feet to press up both hips and squeeze your glutes. One more deep breath in, and then flow back around. Hold that high plank. Love our high planks. Okay, keep holding. We're going to go down to dolphin plank, One forearm at a time. Okay, knees can come to the floor to modify. Keep holding. Holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, release the belly to the floor, and we'll take Sphinx pose. Any modified variation of Sphinx pose as well. So forearms can just come to the floor. It's a good TV watching position as well. Good for your spine. So shoulders pulling down and back. If you want a little more extension, then you're lifting your elbows up, but make sure you do not feel any pain pinching in your low back. If you do, gone too far, lift your chest forward, pull the shoulders back. You're pressing the tops of your feet to the floor as well. So deep breath in, and then we'll just melt it all the way down. Okay, working on upper back for some low cobras here. Hands are underneath your shoulder, or just in front of your shoulders here, and then we're going to roll. So we're just heads just hovering above the floor, and we're just doing these shoulder rolls. So feel your shoulders, pull up, down, or up, round, down, and back, and squeeze. Just in the one direction of pulling back. Okay, and then do one more roll. So up, and then squeeze down and back. Feel your shoulder blades retract down in your back, and also squeeze together. And then keep holding and lifting. Okay, and then now you can take your hands up off the floor for this as well, and you can take your feet up off the floor as well. So keep squeezing, elbows pulling back. Okay, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So hands down, feet down, press yourself up, walk your knees in, drop your forearms to the floor, and then circle around in counterclockwise and clockwise rotation. Breathe it out. Pull back and forth as well, forward and back, and just kind of stretch out that back. Breathe into it. Focus all that breath in there, and then we'll come on up. Back up to tabletop pose. Hands underneath your shoulders, top toes, and down dog. Lift your hips back. All right, one more deep breath in and out. Look forward at your hands, and then step or hop up to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold, and then inhale, rise up all the way. All right, we're gonna go into some balancing here. So we'll just do some standing balancing, and then we will do some with sequences. All right, so we're going to do a figure 4, standing figure 4 pose. So feet are hip distance apart. You're going to take that right ankle, cross it over your left knee. So the right knee is going to come out. If that feels like it's too much, you can kind of just cross if that's too much. Doesn't have to be out here if your body's not going to allow it. If you find that it's hard to balance, hold on to the wall with your right hand, and then you can sink down. Left hand onto the hip, hold that. Look forward and then see if you can pull back. So I'm just demoing holding the wall here. For everyone that is fine with the balance, hands to the heart. Reach forward if you want. Okay. I'm just going to turn around from the camera to do the other angle here, so you can put both hands on the wall and do the figure 4, which also feels amazing too, because you're using both hands on the wall to support your pose, and really gives you a good stretch in the sidelines of your body. Okay, so from here you can go a lot lower. So if you feel comfortable enough, you can take your hands to the floor, and if that feels like it's way too much, then just stay where you are. Feel free to come out of the pose and join back into the pose here. poses. Balance pose is a little bit longer here, but that's the only way the body is going to learn. It's just keep practicing, getting into the balancing poses, falling out of the balancing poses, getting back in. So it's a lot of muscle memory, teaching your stabilizer muscles what to do. Okay, we're gonna release and just slowly come out of that pose, and then release and give it a good shake out. Walk it out, breathe it out. Let's do the other side. So we'll do that other leg here. So we're gonna bounce on the right foot, the left ankle is gonna cross over. Try to keep that the left foot flexed as best as you can. So flex means toes pulling back towards the knee, pushing up through the heel. So again, just choosing whatever modification you would like to take for this pose, holding to the wall, reaching forward, going further in your progression as you would like to. Sometimes one side of the body just doesn't cooperate as well as the other side, so don't feel like you need to do the exact same thing on the other side. That is the goal, but it's not a reality for a lot of people. So again, we're just going to hold, find your progression, and breathe into it. Go to your happy place. One more deep breath in, and then out. And then you can slowly release out of that. Give it a good shake out. All right, so we're going to go into a dancer's pose next here. Another pose where you can hold onto the wall, if a wall is handy near you, or a backward chair. We're going to balance on the left leg first, so we're going to bend into the right knee, and you're going to hold your arm out, like you're going to serve somebody something, palm facing up, and then take the inside part of your foot. So grabbing onto the inner arch, not the outer arch. So flip your hand around. It's going to feel awkward because it's really flipping your shoulder into external rotation, which may feel like it's really stiff and awkward, and that's kind of the point. So we want to hold that position, so staying just still, holding onto a wall. Maybe you just need to stay here for a while. You can also, again, face the wall and do this, and then you can kind of lean forward in your progression as well. So still holding, reaching. For those of you that are versed in this pose, you take a mudra, index finger to thumb, and you're reaching through that arm, and then you want to start kicking into your hand. So try not to pull into your foot. Think of that foot kicking up into your hand, so you're getting more an extension into the spine and lifting up into the ceiling. So you're kicking and reaching and kicking and reaching as you're breathing. And here's where a strap can come in handy as well. I do use a strap sometimes as a prop for this pose in the classes. So you can also use that, or wall is probably the most easiest here. Holding on to something, back of a chair. Okay, we're going to release from there. Kick it forward and relax. Shake it out. Other side. Balancing on the right foot next. So again, think about holding the inner arch of your foot and holding that and just noticing the weight, noticing your knee pointing straight down, noticing the stretch you're feeling in your hip flexor and your quadricep, and just be there for a moment, and then when you're ready to progress, then you're going to kick up into the hand. And again, like holding on to a wall or a chair or using a strap is not cheating at all. If anything, it's going to correct an imbalance, because sometimes you kind of fight into a pose, or your knee goes way off to the side, and if you find that that's happening, it's good to just kind of stabilize maybe your upper body first. Maybe that needs stabilization, and then the rest of your body will cooperate. When you have a strong base, then you can easily move into the next pose. And the same goes with using blocks and any kind of balancing poses. Okay, just teaching your spine kind of the right way to behave in the pose. Proper alignment, getting your shoulders over your hips, and your head over your shoulders. Okay, we're going to release out of that. So go ahead and kick forward, let it go, make some sound effects, sigh it out. We're going to go into just a flow and wash that away, and then we're going to do some more balancing poses. So step to the top of the mat, inhale it in, exhale, fold forward, inhale halfway, exhale, fold, step or jump back, plank, lower through, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog, one more time, plank, down through, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Look forward, step or hop up to the hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, unfold, or hands to the heart. So we're going to go stand up, knee to twist, holding onto your foot or knee. So we're going to hold onto the right foot or right knee first, balancing on the left foot, and we're going to twist in this pose. So you can hold on this. You can also use a strap if you want to hook a strap onto your foot or your toe, and we're going to twist to the right side. Your right hand is going to be on your hip, and you're going to rotate and progressing on. You're reaching right arm back and you're looking back. Okay, with the straight leg, you're going to hook your left peace sign fingers on the right foot, on the right toe, and then you're going to reach back here. So straight leg. If you have something that's high enough, by all means too, like a desk, you can also do this. I do this in the pool a lot actually, when the water is about neck height, neck deep. It feels amazing because yeah, there's just no gravity in the pool, and you can hold it for a long time, and you can kind of progress from there. So we're gonna let that go, and then go to the other side. So balancing on the right foot, again, you want to feel your right foot and get that balance down, and then hold on to the knee first, tailbone's dropping down, and again you can just kind of take your left hand onto your hip, rotate rib cage, shoulders, then arm, then look. Again, like changing your gaze too is also very challenging. A challenging thing to do too. Closing your eyes in a balance. There's a lot of ways to progress in your balance poses, if that's something you're looking for. And again, just holding, trying to think about lifting tall through the crown of your head. Keep on dropping the tailbone down. And we're going to take another deep breath in, and then releasing out of that pose. Okay, so we'll step back to the top of the mat, and we'll start doing some floor stretches. So we're going to get down there by moving through Vinyasa. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, jump or step back, lower through chaturanga. Take an up dog, inhale, an up dog, exhale, and a down dog. This is our last down dog. So just gonna shift around, maybe moving your hips, imagine you have a big long tail, kind of your tailbone, and you wave it in the air. And your arms, your hands just kind of planted into the floor. You could also do the bent knee pedaling action as well. All right, so from here, let's just drop down. You can drop down to the knees and spin around the legs. All right, so we'll go to the pinwheel or 90-90 position here. So right leg right shin is going to be forward, it's going to be parallel to the top of your mat. Your left knee is going to be bent back behind you. If that is a problem in your knee, if you have knee flexion issues in your left leg, just take your leg out to the side and straighten it out. That's fine. You can still do the whole sequence as we're doing this. Okay, so we're going to bend back. We're going to just do a little side bend over to the left. So your left hand is just going to reach out. You're going to lean over to the left, right arm overhead. Take a twist over to the right. So your left hand is going to be on your right knee, and your left hand or your right hand just down behind you. You're pushing into the floor, and that'll help you kind of lift your posture up taller so you can get in your spine. Nice twist. And then you're going to exhale and release. And then we're going to fold forward. So you fold forward. If you're like here, same thing, folding forward. And we're just going to relax down here for a moment. So taking some long deep breaths in and out. You can stretch forward if you have at home, or if you can't go down super far, you just want to relax on a pillow or bolster at home, that is fine as well. Alright, and then start to rise back up, and we are going to release that left leg straight. So, well, just out to the side anyway, so it's going to be still off your mat. We're going to go into joy pose. It's one of my favorites. We're going to take the right arm behind, plant it onto the mat, and then we're going to pop up onto the right shin and pop up the hips as well. So it's a nice back bend. It's like your rock star position, but modified. Opens the hips and feels amazing. You can breathe into your belly here, breathe into your chest. Take that arm and just kind of, you're reaching it, but you're also trying to relax the head and shoulder here to kind of just feel that arc that's happening in your body. Try to breathe into that arc, squeezing your bottom shoulder in, and then relaxing and bringing it down to the floor. We are going to go to Navasana before we do the other side. So our boat pose, you can modify this by just putting your heels on the floor and just leaning back so you feel like your abdominal muscles tense up. That's probably fine enough. Or you can just be kind of on your back here if you have tailbone issues as well. Otherwise, Navasana, holding here, bent knees, straight legs, arms out, arms up for advanced, holding for 3, for 2, and for 1, and then just go right into the other side. So the left shin is going to be on the floor. It's going to be in front, and your right knee is going to bend behind you, back behind you. And again, same modification. If you want to straighten that right leg on the side, go ahead. Let's go to the side bend over to the right side first. So that left arm is going to stretch over. You're looking to the left. All right, and then to the twist to the left. Right hand, left knee, looking over the shoulder. And then letting that go, and then we'll do the forward fold. Go into the forward fold. So again, just kind of walking yourself. Think about lifting forward with a flat back. I find that it's way more effective getting into your glute muscles as opposed to kind of pulling you around your spine back. And doing that, you won't really feel anything in your glutes or your hips. And if you can't, go forward. Maybe this is as far forward as you can go, but think about the straight back and then lean forward. Eventually your whole spine will round, but if you can initiate with lifting your collarbones forward and your chest forward to get that flat back to pull forward, you'll feel the hips activate. You'll feel the hip flexor stretch. You'll feel the glute muscles work a lot more, or stretch a little bit more when you are activating that low back to come forward. lessen the spine. So, and again, you're folding forward. I'm just going to any level here. I'm just going to check my thumb. All right. So we'll come back up and the right leg, the left arm is going to swing back. Plant that left hand onto the floor or onto the mat, and then use that right arm. It's a little leverage tool. Up you go. Use sound effects. It's always fun. And you're kind of squeezing your glutes behind you as well. That gives you power. It gives you a little bit more stretch in your side, your hip. Letting it drop down, letting your arm reach, but shoulder. Breathing into belly. And then you can release down, back to center. Let's do one more Vinyasa before we get down on the spine. So again, any modification you want to take, legs straight, knees bent, whatever you need. Let's hold a little bit longer. 5. Chest lifting. Again, no grounding the spine here. Lift through the chest, drop those shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. And then you can slowly come back down if you want to, or you can start rolling like a ball. Some of you I know really enjoy that transition, rolling like a ball before we go to happy baby pose. You can go right to happy baby pose. If you feel like you just need a little massage or roll like a ball, you're grabbing the backs of the knees, just kind of shaping the spine, chin slightly tucked in, inhaling back, exhaling forward, just using your body weight to give yourself a massage on your spine. Okay, happy baby pose is where we'll meet. So you're on your spine, or on your spine and your back, grabbing onto the knees, the shins, or the feet here. You can hook onto your big toes. You can rock side to side as well. You can also do the walking on the ceiling position, holding onto your toes, or just holding onto your shin. So you're straightening on one leg and then bending the other, kind of alternate. Also feels good. And again, just kind of letting everything kind of cool down at this point. Side to side. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. All right, so we'll get into some twisting, some more twisting. Let's do easy twist. We're going to bring the knees just together here and above your hips. Take the arms out to a T and then drop the knees all the way to the left. So stack the knees. Now if this feels like you would like to go a little bit further or progress a little bit more into the twist, let's straighten your bottom leg out from underneath. A little bit more. Your right leg as well. So your legs are scissored out to the left. You can also grab onto your right foot with your left hand if you are able to reach, and that'll give you a little bit of a hamstring stretch and calf stretch, and you will also feel that IT band, hip flexor, low back stretch as well. Shoulder will be stretching on the right side as well as your chest. So we're going to just hang out here for a few more breaths. Like I said in our Monday's class here, changing the angle of your arm. Your in this case, it's your right arm that will be extended out. Change that angle just to kind of feel where you're feeling tight this evening. This Monday might be different than last Monday, so just kind of as an awareness test as well. Changing the angle, reach above the head, reach out to the side, right across from the chest, reach down below. So just feeling different angles, as well as flipping the palm up, flipping the palm down, changing the rotation of your your wrist will also affect how your arm's going to feel, how you're going to feel the stretch. And down. At this point, you want to think about everything, bringing everything home at this point. So from your practice, it's kind of like the calm after the storm. You know, you create a whole bunch of bubbles, and they're all rising to the top at this point. And we're just going to observe all the things that are happening. And you're not getting caught up in thoughts. So we're just looking at thoughts as they come along and letting them go from, you know, a bird's eye view. So you are not attached to your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. You are just looking at them. And the next one will come up, but that's okay. And just keep cycling through until you can just come right to your breath and focus on your breath. Try to let that break through the kind of monkey mind thoughts that happen. Everyone gets the monkey mind. Bring it all back to your breath, and you can move into Shavasana at this point. You can sign off if you would like and go to bed. That's fine too. I'll take you through a short Shavasana while we're here, and just straighten out the legs, let the arms go by the sides, and palms are turned open to the ceiling. Get yourself comfortable, just enough so that you don't feel like you need to or are distracted. Or if you do see that there's distractions around, you're at a spot where you're able to just be okay with that distraction, and you can still focus on moving through or getting into the Shavasana and focusing on your breath and giving that gift to yourself of peace and of quiet. And just kind of shutting everything down. I like to think there's kind of like a spot in your brain. If you've done yoga enough, you kind of get into the routine of the Shavasana state of mind, and I like to think of it as a little piece of real estate in your brain that you can kind of just bring up every once in a while. Once you start training your mind, you go to that spot, and you can use your visuals from your memories or from something you've seen just to go there too. It could be your happy spot, it could be your forest, it could be your ocean, you know, your beach, whatever makes you happy in kind of a visual environment. Use your mind's eye just to go there. Let your eyes close or let your eyes relax. So set yourself there, set the scene, and then start to think about your breath. Your slow, deep breaths are coming in through the nose, filling the lungs, filling the belly, and slow, deep breaths are moving out through the nose, completely emptying the lungs and belly as well. Feeling connected to the floor and just getting more and more connected as your body lets go with every exhale. So every exhale is going to transport you there a little bit more each time. Think of this as recharging. You're plugging yourself in, recharge. Recharge for the week. And you can soften more and more. Keep scanning through the body, seeing where you can relax. Notice maybe some problem areas, your hips. Keep breathing into the belly. Think about your shoulders pulling down and back even more. And just really subtle changes through your body as you get heavier. Check in with your face as well. And your facial muscles soften quite a bit. The jaw especially, and the tongue in the mouth. Let it go completely still. You want to feel your whole body kind of breathing as one at this point and relaxing as one. Your back body, your front body, your right side, and your left side. guide you through reawakening the body through fingers and toes, testing the air out around you, and begin taking some deep breaths in. Fill the belly, start to feel your back lift off the floor, off the mat with your inhale, and fall on the exhale. Sound into your breath and notice your relaxed body breathing. Notice your relaxed body begin to move intuitively. So just like it's, the beginning in the morning here, you're reawakening from your sleep and you have nowhere to go, and you're just taking it easy. You're waking the body up nice and slow, moving maybe into windshield wipers again. Morning stretch usually always feels really good. Stretching your arms over your head, grabbing your hands up above your head too, and just added stretch. And breathing into those stretches as well, feeling the spine just really come alive. So any twists that you feel you want to do, you're again just moving intuitively as you need to, and roll or rock over onto your right side. And when you are ready, you're just making your way up to a seated position. You can continue on with a meditation if you like from here. If you feel like you are set and primed for meditation, by all means, it's a great opportunity to do it. The body is relaxed and is kind of in state already. Take advantage of your state of mind and just keep flowing with it. If you'd like to sign up, that's fine. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys had a really awesome Monday and hope you have a great week. And I'll put out another video on Wednesday as well. It might not be live. I might have pre-recorded it, but we'll see. We'll see if we're doing a live. But there will be a video on Wednesday. We'll do a HIIT workout on Wednesday as well. So I'm Melissa Shippey, Live Elements Yoga, liveelementsyoga.com. If you want to check out my website, go ahead. Thanks so much for your comments and love, and right back at you guys. See ya.